Hey and welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. Today's pick a card is going to be all about what signs will you see when you are about to meet the one. I know you guys must be interested in finding out what might start to happen around, just kind of like an inkling to know when that one person is going to be coming in, that ultimate soulmate for you, that ultimate love, maybe even your twin flame. This reading is all about just that. We're going to get some details on what signs you might see, maybe even some details on the person possibly. Let's find out, shall we, for whatever comes through the cards. Also, at the end of the video, I will have some messages for ending messages from the universe has your back for some positivity to help keep a positive mindset and to help draw that one person, that special person on in for you. So today's choices are going to be the Citrine for pile 1, blue Apatite sphere, or the big blue ball of bliss, since I haven't used that in a long time, for pile number 2, and the spirit quartz for pile number 3. So if you need any extra time, please feel free to go ahead and pause the video. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and start off with your pile, and timestamps will be down below in the description box for your convenience, as well as the affiliate links for any of the decks if you like any of these decks that I use, in order to go ahead and check them out and maybe possibly purchase them and add to your wonderful deck collections. Also, timestamps will be down in the very first comment for my mobile users to be able to click through with ease and for your convenience. So without further ado, I will go ahead and jump in just one sec. I would just like to say thank you guys so much for checking me out and for subscribing to my channel. And if you're new here, won't you please consider joining us and hitting that subscription bell down below for me. Alrighty, and I will see you at your pile in just a sec. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose Citrine for pile 1, let's see what we get. These cards over here, as usual, are going to be kind of like a general overview of what might be going on in your current situation or coming up for you as well that you might not be noticing for this, for the signs that are coming in for you for when you're about to meet that one. And these over here are going to be some feelings and maybe some extra traits of signs that are coming in that you can actually look for and to kind of get a clue and pay attention to. And then down here will be some extra added guidance from kind of how you'll feel either literally right before or when you meet this person, so that you can tell that they are that one, or at least get a general feeling that if they are the one, and how to go about and approach them with kind of talking to them and getting to know them. Alrighty, so let's jump right in and see what we have. So for the Kipper cards, we have toil and labor and marriage. So with this, I feel you've been working really hard to try and pull in this committed relationship because you've been kind of hoping and wishing for it and doing a lot of self inner work, as well as getting over like any past hurt and emotions. Just lots and lots of hard work with getting over past relationships as well, in order to bring in that end all be all, the one type of relationship that you so mostly desire. And then we have say what you mean. With this, I feel like ooh, almost choked. I feel like someone has kind of been watching you, kind of almost like an ex stalking you. Hold on, excuse me for 1 second. I feel like someone's been stalking you. So with this, I feel like they've been kind of like sneaking around from behind and seeing what you've been up to, and kind of just being a lurker, basically. So I get the feeling with this to tell you to pretty much kind of like watch your back a little bit. Kind of just make sure you are looking, at everything around you, trying to stay present and aware as well. But also, if you do get approached by this person that's an ex, I feel, just say what you mean as well, because I'm really attracted to that. By speaking your truth, like if you want them to leave, tell them to leave. It's over. It's whatever. It's done. You're not what, they're not what you're looking for. But then we have hole in the soul. So I feel like you've been feeling very lonely, kind of sad and depressed and a little bit down from this past relationship as well. And I feel like it fell away for a good reason, because it no longer serves you, so that that can actually bring the next person in, which should be the one for you, is what I get. And I feel like once that person does come in, that it'll be a very beautiful relationship, and it'll heal all the past wounds and the empty feeling, because I'm really attracted to the roses in this. So we have take off your masks. With this, I feel like you've been able to bring out yourself more, and to be more of yourself, and be a lot more open and honest, especially with yourself as well as with others. And I feel like it's bringing out a more beautiful side of you, and a more kind of go with the flow, because I'm really attracted to the ballerina shoes, because I feel like it's opened you up to a whole new side of yourself, with accepting how beautiful you are both inside and out, and kind of almost makes you want to dance for joy. I get with this. I know it seems kind of funny, but that's exactly what I'm feeling drawn to say. So let's see what traits it is that you should be looking for, the signs that you should actually be looking for when this person is near and coming in, so that it'll give you a little bit more hope. So we have honesty. As I was saying before, you've been able to be more honest and open with yourself. And for those who like when I read the cards, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So remain honest and open and true to yourself, and think about what it is that you truly want, and what you truly want to attract and bring into your life. And noticing this quality in yourself as well, I feel is going to be kind of like a very hidden type of sign, and it is going to be a kind of like subtle one that you really wouldn't think to pay attention to, is what I get with this. And then we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So with this, I feel like you're not going to have any doubt anymore, and you're going to know without a doubt that this new person, the one, your twin flame, your soulmate, your ultimate marriage partner or life partner, is going to be coming in. You're not going to have any doubt that they're coming in soon for you. That's another subtle sign, is what I get, that you're going to begin to notice and really kind of wouldn't think about for being a sign. So this is kind of like your heads up type of reading for you. And then we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So with this, I feel like remaining in that positive attitude, and being thankful for everything that's happened in the past, and releasing that, is going to help you bring this person in much quicker and faster for you. And then we have Mother Earth. Creative feminine force, nurturing and birth. So I feel like I'm more attracted to the dream catcher in this, because everything is going to be synchronistic and begin to connect with all these synchronistic events and signs that are coming in. And I feel like it'll also be a time of nurturing for yourself, and a lot of self-care, and bringing out that inner beauty that you have. So a lot of subtle signs. And then we have East with Wabun. New beginnings, thought process, and inspiration. So with this, I feel like you're going to have a lot of inner strength coming back, and you are going to be feeling a lot more positive, and be able to see things from a higher perspective, as well as seeing a lot of new beginnings coming in, and having a lot more like deeper thoughts and more like telepathic communication, especially with those with a twin flame connection. I feel like you'll start hearing their thoughts more and being able to connect with them more. Kind of like having a conversation in your head with somebody else, and them being able to answer you back, sort of. And then we have love. Spirit of the South. Partnerships, unconditional love, rejuvenation. So I feel like with this, you will begin to have a lot of unconditional love, especially for yourself, which will bring out your inner beauty and your inner strength quite a bit more. And then I feel like This one will be right before you meet them. You will have that self-confidence and that self-love to where you can finally give love to another person because you've finally been able to realize that you do love yourself fully and completely, and that you don't need someone else to complete you. And then that's when the relationship's going to happen, because it's going to be when you least expect it, out of the blue. So let's see what else we get for right before and while you're with this person. So we have joy. Joy and ecstasy flow through me wildly and freely. So once you meet this person, like even if it's like right before you start like kind of being in an official relationship with them, I feel like you are going to feel an immense sense of joy, and your heart chakra is going to feel wide open, and you're just going to feel this in your chest. And I feel like once you feel that, that will be kind of like one of your last signs, like this is it, this is the one. Alrighty. And then we have believe. The best is yet to come. So the more you hold on to that belief that this person is what you've been truly waiting for and wanting all this time, I feel like it'll propel everything forward a lot faster, and you'll have a lot of immense, beautiful growth with this person. We have emerging. I am emerging into the light with joy and ease. It'll also help you feel like you've grown so much, and it'll help you to look back on the past and be like, wow, I really have grown. I've come out of that darkness and finally emerged into the light and where it is you need to be and what it is that you so rightfully deserve with a loving, beautiful relationship. And then we have one ring circus. So with this, I'm really attracted to the word ring. I feel like this is definitely going to be the one once you finally meet them and come into contact with them after seeing all these signs. And you aren't going to feel like you're alone anymore ever again, and that you finally have that ultimate partnership to be able to support each other, because I feel like this elephant is basically supporting her while she's sitting on top, and basically kind of comforting her and telling her, you aren't alone. I'm here with you. I'm doing this with you, and I'm by your side. And then we have balancing act. I feel like everything is going to come into perfect harmonious balance for you when this person is with you. And I feel like you won't be really balancing on a tightrope anymore, and that you'll be able to go with the flow a little bit more easier. And then we have the master number 11 that I'm really attracted to, with divine partnerships, twin flame relationships. Because once you start seeing the number 1111 or the number 11, that's another sign that you're close to finding your twin or your ultimate relationship partner. Alrighty. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed them, and stick around for the ending messages, for the universe has your back. Alrighty, so for my loves, I chose the blue Apatite sphere. Let's see what we get for you. These cards over here, as usual, are going to be a general overview of your current situation and how you might be feeling. These over here are going to be the signs and signals that you might be receiving, even if they're very subtle, for you to pick up on notice. And to notice. Kind of like a little bit of a cheat sheet for you, and like little like helpers to help you to figure out how close you are to that finding that one. And then these right here are going to be the feelings and some more signs possibly when you actually do meet that one, as kind of like confirmation for you. Alrighty, so let's see what we have with the Kipper cards. We have message and coffin. So I feel like recently you went through a breakup, and I feel like it happened to be through a text message for some of you out there, which is kind of fucking crappy if you ask me, and I'm so sorry if that's happened. But the other thing I get for you is that I know this is kind of like an early warning sign, but I feel like you're going to be seeing a lot of flowers, ones that happen to be like your favorite. And I feel like when you meet this person, that's your one, when they come in to kind of pick you up and get you out of this slump from whatever this past person did to you, I feel like they're going to be able to give you your favorite flower kind of like without even you telling them what your favorite flower is, and it'll be out of the blue. And I feel like it'll be either around the very beginning of your relationship or on one of your very first dates with them when you receive the flowers that you really like. And it'll be kind of like a hidden message sign for you to understand that that's the person for you. So let's see what else we get. we have victim consciousness. I feel like with this recent breakup, it's made you feel very like bleak and very almost withdrawn within yourself. And it's kind of made you feel like, what did I do wrong? Am I a bad person? No, you're not. You're absolutely not. You didn't do anything wrong. Alrighty. This other person I feel was kind of like a liar because I'm really attracted to the snake in this, and I feel like they were very deceiving to you and had a lot of hidden secrets as well. So I feel like it's kind of best that relationship ended for you. And then we have rejection. I understand that you may be feeling very rejected by this person, especially the way that they decided to say, I don't want to see you anymore, especially if it was through a text message instead of to your face with respect. So I need you to kind of be okay with this rejection from this other person. I understand that you may have had some really strong feelings for them, but people fall away for a reason. And that's also another sign of when you're about to meet your next soulmate, or possibly even the one at that time, if there's no extra soulmates ahead of them. Alrighty. But this reading is all about when you're about to meet that actual one, that end all be all type of relationship, your twin flame. So with this, I feel like building yourself back up is what's most going to be needed at this time after this, since this breakup or after this breakup. If it hasn't happened yet, it may happen for some of you out there, for like a select few. And I feel like it's just going to take a little bit of time, but you have the knowledge and all the tools that you need to rebuild yourself and make you quite stronger and more fortified and a lot better. Alrighty. And it says, unleash your creativity. So get creative with however it is that you're going to choose to rebuild yourself. I mean, if you want to change your appearance a little bit with your hair, your makeup, or whatever it is that you choose to do, or your the way you dress, the type of style that you currently dress in, go for it. Get crazy with it. Because I promise you it'll make you feel that much better about yourself and build your self-confidence. So let's see what some of these signs are, that even if they're subtle. So we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I feel like this person that's coming in for you, that's going to be your one, your twin, possibly, is going to be a friend first. And you're kind of not going to really notice it too much because of the fact that it's going to start off as a friendship. But the best relationships, I feel, start off as friendships because you're able to finally get to know each other on a more relaxed level and a deeper level than what you normally would upon meeting someone. And then we have surrender. I can release my need to control. So with this, I feel like surrendering and going with the flow, you'll be able to relax once you're in this friendship with them, and you'll have surrendered and just gone with the flow, kind of unconsciously, not really paying attention too much to it. So this is another subtle trait to pay attention to. Alrighty. When you feel comfortable and relaxed around this person enough to be completely open and complacent and transparent with them, that's another sign, because that's what's going to help them fall in love with you and kind of begin to make their moves towards you, because you're able to be so free and so honest and open, because we have freedom as well here. And it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So this sense of freedom and being honest and open with transparency is another sign that's slight and subtle for you to pay attention to. The more free that you feel and more comfortable you feel to talk to this person and tell them your deepest, darkest secrets or whatever is a sign. Alrighty. And then we have Butterfly Clan. Mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. So with this, I feel like after all this transformation and rebuilding yourself, it's going to make you so beautiful. And I also feel like you're not going to really see the full, like you're not going to acknowledge, I feel like, the full potential of how beautiful that you really are. So that's something to pay attention to. Notice the little things in yourself. Notice how you've changed and what makes you feel beautiful and self-confident is what I get with this. Because you are beautiful both inside and out, especially after this transformation. I feel like it's going to be definitely something to pay attention to see just how much you've changed and how more you've brought yourself out. All right. And then we have Harvest Moon, turning point, preparation, and gathering. I feel like you're going to start to see a lot of synchronicities because I'm really attracted to the dream catcher in this card. Because for me, dream catchers indicate that a kind of like a connectedness, a oneness, and everything connects to the next and the next and the next, and things just fall perfectly in alignment. And I feel like you'll start noticing little synchronicities, and I feel like pay attention to these animals that are in this card, like bears, eagles, wolves, deer. You might see some deer, like even if it's on the side of the road. Also, deer crossing. Watch out for deer crossing is what I just got. Like I saw a big deer crossing sign and I'm like, oh, that's not good. So if you're traveling up in the mountains or like in the wooded areas where they have deer crossing signs, pay attention to those, because it's another type of synchronicity, because I feel like this person is kind of an outdoorsy person. That's the one that's going to be coming in for you. And I feel like they have a great love for nature with this. Alrighty. So I feel like you could also possibly meet them kind of like going on a nature walk. I know it seems kind of creepy, but it is possible to like meet them at like the beginning of a walking or a hiking trail, if that's where you like to go to kind of like unwind and kind of, you know, get back to yourself and ground a little bit with going out into nature for some of you. So then we have Grandmother Moon, self-reflection, inner rhythms, intuition. So with this, I feel like you'll be getting some intuitive nudges, like, hey, pay attention to that person over there, you know, that type of thing. And I feel like you're going to have like this strong gut feeling, like this is it, this is him or her, this is my one. And I feel like your guides are going to be giving you lots of signs as well. So pay attention to those synchronicities, like with the repeating numbers, especially with the number 4. Pay attention to that. If you've been seeing a lot of 4s, your guides are trying to get your attention, saying, hey, we're here, we're supporting you, we're trying to guide you in the right direction. Alrighty. So let's see what you're going to be able to feel like once you meet this person. We have beauty. I am deeply, profoundly beautiful. I feel like this person's going to make you feel like the most beautiful person in the entire world. Like you're just absolutely drop dead gorgeous to them. And I feel like that's how they're going to make you feel once you've met them and actually begun kind of a relationship. Even if it's slightly before you start your relationship, I feel like they're going to make you feel very beautiful, and they're going to tell you that you're beautiful. Embracing. I embrace and love all of my life. So with this, I'm really more attracted to the intertwining of the 2 daisy flowers. I feel like with this, they're going to help you to embrace yourself more, and they are going to embrace you for everything that you are and who you are, both on the inside and on the out. And they are going to accept you like no other has ever accepted you. And then we have peace. I breathe deeply knowing that all is well in my universe. I feel like they're going to finally give you a sense of peace and well-being so that you can have peaceful sleeping at night, so that you're not so like stressed out anymore. And I feel like you will probably have the best night's sleep you've ever had in a long time once you meet them. And then we have education. So with this, I feel like they're going to help you learn a lot about yourself. And they're going to also be able to read you like a book whenever there's something wrong with you. They're going to ask you, because they're going to just know something is up with you, no matter how hard you try and hide it. Because I'm really attracted to the clouds as well. Alrighty. And then we have metamorphosis. So with this, I feel like this is more towards the twin flame aspect, because you guys are going to be a complete and total mirror of each other, because you're going to have so much in common that it's just going to be one powerful transformation finally. And it's going to just bring you both into that transformation together. And it's going to help you to like grow and merge and become more of a divine couple. Alrighty. So these are your messages. Stay tuned for the ending. Universe has your back messages. And if not, I will see you guys next video. Thanks, and have a blessed one. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose the spirit cards, let's get into this. These cards over here, as I usually do, are going to be a current overview of your current situation. These over here are going to be signs and subtle signs that you may not actually really notice right away for you to pay attention to, kind of like a cheat sheet. And these down here are going to be how you feel when you finally met that person or are with that person. And some extra guidance. Alrighty, so let's see what we get from the Kipper cards. So we have Thief and Mature Woman. I feel like someone had cheated on you with a person who is older, like your current relationship, and I feel like you've had a breakup as well with them, because I feel like they stole your heart and kind of pretty much just pawned it off on the next person, so to speak, because I'm really paying attention to this boy who's stealing this gentleman's pocket watch. And what do thieves do with their stuff that they steal? They pawn it. So I feel like with this, either you're the mature older person and they cheated on you, or they took and cheated on you with someone who was older than you, because they were kind of looking for a mommy type of person in their relationship, which really isn't fair to you, because you really didn't see it coming and you don't deserve that as well. Alrighty. And I feel like they were kind of like just using you to get by and kind of just draining you for material benefits. Alrighty. So let's see what else we get. So with this, we have pay attention to signs. No duh. We're in a signs reading, aren't we? So with this, I feel like you should have seen the red flags, or if you have not had this happen yet, pay attention to the red flags of this person's wandering eye, because it's trying to tell you, your intuition's trying to guide you and be like, hey, alarm bell here. This person's not legit. This person's doing some stupid shit. That type of thing. Alrighty? Because I feel like your guides are trying to warn you and tell you like, hey, this isn't going so great. It's going to come to an end and you may not see it coming. But also on the other aspect of the coin, like if this has already happened, I feel like there were some subtle warning signs and that you kind of missed them accidentally. But don't beat yourself up for it. Know that this person has fallen away for a reason, because that one is finally coming in for you, or at least a better relationship anyway. And then we have beauty. I feel like this person has lied to you and kind of made you feel like you were less than, even though you were absolutely a beautiful, wonderful person. And I feel like this is all happening in divine timing, and that you're being led more in the right direction. So pay attention to the compass and your intuition, which is your inner compass. And know that you are beautiful and that you do deserve the best. And it doesn't matter what this slimy snake says over here, saying, oh, well, you won't find another person like me. Damn right I don't want to find another person like you. Shit. Fuck out of here. Sorry. Just saying. If that person's a piece of shit, let him go. You don't want another person like that. You want somebody better. So I'm just saying. And I know y'all are probably sitting there laughing your asses off at me right now, but it's the truth. I'm just saying. But anyway. And then it says, how teachable are you? Learn the lessons that this person has taught you, that you don't need to fall for another person like this who's just going to kind of gaslight you and suck you dry and make you feel emotionally kind of just depressed. And kind of like, I feel like you've been turning to music a lot to kind of like self-heal, which is great to self-heal. But know that it's taught you a lesson, and kind of like pay attention to whatever songs that you've been kind of like drawn to listening to, because those are kind of like messages to help you heal and to learn those lessons and to understand things. Alrighty. And then I also feel like if you've had songs popping into your head, those are from your guides trying to say, it's okay. You know, this is your message. This is what we're trying to help you with learning and teach you. And it'll help you to heal. All right. So let's see what these signs are coming up for the next person that's coming in for you for your one. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So with discipline, I feel like you will have refined yourself and healed yourself to the point where you know what it is you want and what you don't want, and what you will stand for and what you won't stand for. You will be able to have those clear and concise boundaries from people. You will be that I know what I want type of person. Very clear-minded and very well disciplined. So notice that in yourself when you have that self-confidence and that self-power taken back. And then we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So you will be able to have seen these people for what they are, but you also won't judge them so harshly because people have their faults. And it is what it is at the end of the day, because we all have our own faults as it is ourselves. So whether we blame someone or ourselves, whenever we point a finger, there are 3 more fingers that point directly back at us that make us just as much at fault, is what I always say. But I also feel like you won't be judging yourself so harshly. I feel like you will have finally healed yourself enough to get out of that being so hard on yourself type of phase, from letting, this person kind of like almost get the best of you, even though they didn't really get the best of you. It just seemed like they did. So that's another thing to pay attention to. You will have released all self judgment and self, criticism. And then we have happiness. You'll be a lot happier. And once you have this happiness and this self-happiness that you don't need someone who's trash from yesterday, that's another sign, because you won't see this next person coming. I promise you that. Unless you pay attention to these signs that are very subtle, because they're going to be very subtle and very quick. And it might even be so fast that you might not have realized it or been able to catch it in time. Because I feel like it's going to really come in at a very fast pace, because I'm really attracted to the spiral in this. And always when you're feeling your happiest, like anything just can't seem to get any better, is when something falls right into your lap, and then it does get that much better, if not even more. Well, not if not even more, but definitely a lot more, is what I should say. Then we have strength, spirit of the West. Offering assistance, meditation, patience. Your patience will pay off, and the fact that you're okay with waiting and taking time to yourself and going within and self-healing and doing everything that it is you need to do to get your strength back from this relationship that's kind of almost torn you down a bit and made you kind of like really judge yourself harshly. I feel like once you're able to do that, it's another sign for you that you're getting closer to that one that's coming in. Because you've done the self-healing work, you've done the work, you've gone and do what you needed to do to help yourself get past this past situation. Then we have cleansing, spirit of the North, releasing burdens, detoxification, energy flow. So once you've gotten rid of all the toxic people in your life, especially this toxic old relationship, I feel like it will definitely have cleared the path for this new person to come in, because they're going to help build you up with all the strength that you actually really need, even more than what you already have. Alrighty? And then we have experience. Spirit path of the West. Letting go, movement forward, and reflection. This will be another sign for you that you've been able to finally move forward and reflect and look back and see the lessons that you've learned and see just how far you've come because of this experience that you've gone through. It's made you just that much wiser and that much stronger. And you were able to let it go. Once you're finally able to let the past go, that's another subtle sign for you to pay attention to. That this person is right around the corner is what I get. And then we have acceptance. I feel like this person, once you've met them, they're going to help you to be able to accept yourself more and to love yourself more, because they're going to build you up from the inside out. It says, I unconditionally accept, cherish, and love myself just as I am. They're going to help you realize just how much you love yourself, and then you'll finally be able to share that love back with them, because you'll be able to love them in return because you love yourself. And you have that respect for yourself from everything that you've gone through. And then we have beginnings. I cherish all the cycles in my life. There's going to be a newness, a sense of new for this new beginning coming in with them. And you're going to feel it, because it's going to feel like a giant relief and like something has just changed and faded into a newer cycle for you. And then we have miracles. This person's going to make you feel like you were blessed beyond blessings and be that miracle that you were so needing and looking for and hoping for. It says, my life is a miracle. This person is your miracle. And when you meet them, that's how you're going to feel about it. And it's going to kind of like pop in your head. I feel like the word miracle keeps popping out to me. Like, I feel like there's going to be something to do with the word miracle and you either thinking it or saying it. There's just going to be some kind of like, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. I feel like there's going to be kind of like a surprise moment, something that you really didn't see coming, and it's going to be just a big surprise. That's the best way I can suggest it, is it's going to be a big surprise to you, and it's kind of going to just blow your mind. And it's going to be out of the blue when this person comes in, that this person did something that nice for you. And it's going to be one giant blessing is what I get. We have into the unknown. So with this, I feel like they're going to take you by the hand and help lead you in the right direction, because it's going to definitely take you by surprise, because you're not going to see this coming. Like I just said, it's going to be an absolute out of the blue something that's they're either going to do for you or something that's going to happen for you. It's going to be out of the blue, and it's going to be a giant miracle. I'm not even sure how to explain it. I'm just like, all I know is that there's something that's going to happen and I'm trying to explain the best I can in what I'm seeing here and what I'm getting, because it's like I'm getting the message, but I'm not allowed to say everything because I'm only getting kind of half the message, so to speak, because it's a surprise and it's not meant for you to see at this time or know at this time is what I'm getting. But know that it's coming. Be prepared for it. Get ready for it. Expect the unexpected is what I'm getting with this. And then we have encouragement. This person is going to be your biggest encouragement. They're going to encourage you to be more of yourself. They're going to encourage you more with love. And they are just going to be your ride or die partner. They are going to be your right-hand man or your right-hand woman, vice versa, whatever, however it is that you see this. They are going to be your right hand person. They are going to be your life partner, and they are going to be your biggest cheerleader is what I get with this. Alrighty, so these are your messages. I do hope that they resonate and that you found this reading to be very helpful for you and that you enjoyed it as much as I did. So I will see you in just a sec for the universe has your back messages, for the ending messages. Alrighty, so for the ending messages from the universe has your back cards, let's see what we get for some extra positive encouragement and messages from the universe. Nope, I'm like... Three cards. Perfect. All right. So for pile number 1, we have, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. So for this, I feel like you are going to have a lot of eye-opening experiences and synchronicities that are going to come in for you to help you be able to see and know when your one is finally coming in for you. Alrighty. And then we have for pile number 2, we have my vibes speak louder than my words. Pay attention to how it is you feel and notice all the transformation in your feelings and how more uplifted that you will begin to feel soon with your vibration, because that's a clear sign that they are right around the corner coming in for you. And then we have for pile number 3, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So going with the flow is going to be a lot needed with this, and being able to surrender and understanding the truth, and also not being so self-critical or self-judgmental, and being gentle with yourself is going to be more of a sign for you. Alrighty. So think, just when you think you've surrendered, surrender some more. Keep going within, keep practicing the meditations and self-healing, and it'll help you have a more clear and concise direction of where you're going. These are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys next video.